live from Bill's training camp at St. John Fisher, and pleased to be joined now by FanDuel TV host of the Up and Adams show. It is the one and only Kay Adams. Thanks for making some time for us. How you doing?
Beautiful introduction. Beautiful day. The weather's fantastic. I'm sitting next to future Hall of Famer Steve Tasker. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, yeah. In an alternate future, yes.
Okay.
Doesn't he do horrible with those platitudes?
You know what I'm going to do this whole time I'm here is just compliment you greatly. You look terrific. You're a wonderful, loving dad and
I am a loving dad.
Buffalo fan.
I am a loving dad because the only reason I'm growing the beard is because one of our youngest is getting married, and I've been instructed.
Congrats!
Right? So
you were told to grow a beard
the
for the
whole
wedding.
bridal,
right.
The whole
Most
bridal
dads
party.
pick up the open bar.
The whole
growing a beard.
Well, he might be doing that also.
Yeah.
But the whole bridal party has to have mustaches.
Oh.
So he's doing the full thing because he doesn't want to go just mustache.
I don't want to
this
look like
seems very ticky-tacky.
It's a wedding.
He does what he's told.
You do what you're told.
He does what
The
he's
picking
told.
up of the tab is implied.
All right.
So,
you're on training camp tour.
Yeah. Is this like stop number 23 of 32?
No, I wish I would go to all 32.
Right?
Yes, I absolutely would. We started, can I say, the Jets.
It's all right.
Yeah,
We
that's
started
okay.
there
Every-
only because it's closer to the easiest airport from LA.
Every conversation about the NFL these days must start with the Jets.
And nobody's happy about it. That's the truth.
The Jets are kind of happy about it.
You think Sean Payton's the only one around the AFC who's not nonplussed with the idea that the Jets are the only headline? No. That's the sentiment that exists all over that conference. I really believe that.
But I'll say this, too. For the last 2 years, off seasons, we've all missed a holiday because we used to be able to make fun of the Jets draft. It was like a holiday. Not so much anymore. They are actually good, right?
Top to bottom,
Yeah.
pretty talented
Yeah.
team. I talked to Mr. Sala yesterday. I asked him, and he was around those Seattle teams. Right. He was around that Niners defense.
Right.
Great NFC squads. I said, is this the best team? And he didn't really want to say. But top to bottom, that defense was third best last year. I asked Quinton Williams, what do you want to do with this defense? What are your goals? He goes, we were bad. I go, you were top 3. He goes, if you aren't first, you're last.
Oh, little Ricky Bobby quote there.
This Bills defense is going to have to bring it to keep up with the Jets. It's true. It's a wild time in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Aaron Rodgers hands back $35 million to the Jets, kind of an unprecedented thing for any player in this league. I mean, you hear players take pay cuts, but not $35 million.
Not that I'm married to models.
Here you go. Like, here's $35 million. Do with it what you will. Did you get an answer from Aaron as to what was behind that decision? Was it truly team-oriented? I can't imagine any other reason.
He told me, I said, what are we doing with this $35 million? And he said, he didn't answer it.
Right.
He said, I don't miss the money. That's what he wanted.
Okay.
When you sit down with Aaron, it's what he wants to get out there. It's not what you're asking him. So he wanted, I don't miss the money. I'm okay. I can't imagine. Money is a tough issue, okay? And that's a bit of a cloud. It adds to the pressure. It adds to the availability and the opportunity for this team, of course. But if Joe Douglas and Saleh are having conversations with Woody, with whoever, the Johnson family, whoever, the brass, you don't think Aaron's poking in there? You don't think Aaron's like, actually, no, I want this guy.
Right.
If this Dalvin deal doesn't get done and Aaron wanted it to get done, is he going to have an issue with it being out of his $35 savings and bonus that he gave back to the team? It at some point could get complicated. But I understand that he told me it is for the team.
It is
so the team can make moves not only this year but next year as well.
Okay, so do you think because it's quite literally his money, that he can swing a bigger stick in the decision making as to who that money is going to be spent on?
Did he give him a grocery list?
Yeah, I think that he is swinging a $35 million stick. That is what I'm sure.
I know. I'd try to pick that bat up. That's for sure. I'd be like, all right, okay, dudes, right?
Did he need to? Is the question.
They've done enough for him already, right? Lazard and Randall Cobb.
And then they're letting him be involved in the architecture. They brought in Nathaniel Hackett. You think that wasn't because Aaron Rodgers wanted his guy? And Aaron has had very special seasons with Hackett. His numbers are up. It's objective. Yeah. MVP seasons, that's his guy. That's who he wants around. But that's all for Aaron. And is James Jones, is Jordy Nelson somewhere going to come out of retirement and join this team now with his $35 million?
Right.
I don't know. I do know that Saleh said he likes the running back depth, which further just devalues that position. If we want to talk about the Bills now with that running back group, this is the poster child for, we haven't had a big running back here since LaShawn McCoy. A really highly paid.
That's probably accurate.
This team is a super run by committee. See who's out there. They like what Cook's looking like. You guys tell me what you think about Harris. They don't need to pay that big RB. So I think the guys like Dalvin Cook are going to be sitting until they're really needed.
You had a conversation with Melvin Gordon, great running back, who told you, what am I doing here, right? What did he say?
Well, this is a prolific college running back. He's had lots of success. It did not turn out well for him in Denver. He did not enjoy his time with the Hackett regime, goes to Kansas City, and now wants to have a rebirth with the Baltimore Ravens. And he told me that if he could go back and do it all over again, he would never play the running back position. It sort of made me sad. He said, I'd rather play corner, which is maybe harder, but they get paid. They have to run backwards, but the whole game, but they get paid more, and it's a more secure spot.
No matter how you slice it, and even in my experience, and of course the game has gotten more and more pass happy since even I came into the league. We were running 11 personnel all the time. It's a brutal way to make a living, running back. Yeah. Even in today's NFL, it is brutal, physically demanding, and it's a
they get hit more, their careers are shorter.
Yeah, the decline starts at age 28.
1,000,000%, but that's the market, and sort of it's adjusted to it, just like the tight end market adjusted out of what it was, and the value with pass protection, with what they do as receivers, they're now getting paid more.
Right.
If you pay the running backs more, you're taking away from other positions. I don't know what the solution is, but it's not one that's going to be solved now. So these guys like Jacobs, get your money now.
The evolution is clear, though, no question about it. And I think the one way that they're responding to it is just like the Bills are doing. Pay the money, but give it to a bunch of guys and let them share the load and don't crush their career. So maybe they can get a little bit of a longer career, carrying less of the load, and they can,
they're not going to make big time money that way. Though.
Not every year, but at least they'll extend their careers by a couple of years. They won't get that second. They won't get that second contract.
There's a give and take there.
Yeah, I know. It's a little bit of that, but man, oh man, I don't know. Maybe there is no answer.
Was, Sam Bradford was the last paid guy, right? The last one that made all that money. C.J. Spiller, I think it was that same year, was taken by you guys,
right?
Got a big contract, and he's the last one that sort of lived it out to expectation. The Bills paid him, he made it through. Now you look at Bijan Robinson, he's making about the same money that C.J. Spiller made on that deal, but the salary cap has gone on truly about 10 times that. So it's not really fair. In my opinion, the contracts should be shorter for the rookie year, 3 years, maybe a fourth-year option.
Yeah,
give them a chance to negotiate. Give Saquon a chance to negotiate, because once they franchise tagged him this year, they might tag him again, but they don't have a chance to go get paid in their prime. Most rookies are most impactful at the running back spot, differently than other positions, because they make an impact right away.
Yeah. It's a tough sell to the owners, because first-round draft picks and all those guys are really valuable, and they don't want to give it away for a 3-year deal. You know what I mean? So it'll be.
And you won't renegotiate it till 2030 when the next CBA.
I don't want to quote Jim Irsay, but that CBA was hard fought, right? Yeah,
this spiraled quickly.
Wow.
Let me say that. All right. So,
moving on.
Yeah.
Excellent work.
We got this training camp here going on. It's running back. Why do you think the national media has, in some ways, stepped away from their love affair with the Buffalo Bills?
I don't know, but I'm so glad they have. I think undersell, over-deliver has always been a mantra of mine. Mm-hmm. I think what's going on with the Jets is a little scary. Right. Winning the offseason, the HBO cameras, all of the eyes. You had that last year.
It's a little precarious.
Everyone was picking you. There's just something natural, something that we know instinctively. When everybody's picking this team and going all in, it usually doesn't pan out that way. I'm always a fan of put in the work. Fix the things that need to be fixed. Get Von healthy. Get Tre'Davious back to normal. We don't want this Stephon Diggs national narrative with Josh Allen. We don't want any of that. It's go here, be at this beautiful, incredible college atmosphere, get your stuff together, because the pressure does have an effect, no matter what anybody says. So I think, I don't think it's fatigue. I think people would love nothing more than for Josh Allen, the cover boy, the face of the NFL, to get this thing done and to sort of he has this opportunity to take this fan base and, cure them of this malady that they've had year in, year out. I think he can do it. I don't think the pressure helps in that situation.
All right, so not to fast forward too much, but let's jump to week 1 just for fun here, because the atmosphere is going to be redonkulous. We're talking MetLife Stadium, Monday Night Football, anniversary of 9/11.
So fun.
Bills,
fun,
Jets, and the expectations for Jets fans.
Yeah,
if they're not through the roof already, they'll be up in the stratosphere somewhere. And the Bills have to go into that environment and deal with it. Now, as a guy that sides with the Bills, I'm just going to throw this out there for fun. The last 2 season openers for Aaron Rodgers, downright stinkers. downright stinkers.
Okay.
Go look at the numbers. I mean, 34-7 to the Saints. I mean, they've laid eggs and he's not going to play, presumably, in the preseason again here with the Jets. You think they're throwing him out there in the preseason to get hurt? Probably not. So, I'm trying to speak it into existence just from a favoritism standpoint, but Week 1 has not gone well for Aaron Rodgers the last 2 seasons.
It's all a matter of chemistry. I think that's a big reason last year that the season started that way. Remember, he didn't have Hackett.
Right, and
That's
young
huge.
receivers.
Really young receivers. Christian Watson didn't pop on the scene until they took on, I think, the Cowboys a lot later into the season.
That's
he
fair.
started scoring touchdowns week in, week out. But that is the same thing that you're going to see Aaron Rodgers dealing with. Garrett Wilson isn't practicing right now. That's his number one. I was at practice yesterday, and that defense had a nice, easy day. Okay, Sauce Gardner was like, woo, another day at the office without Garrett. Who else is going to step up and develop that chemistry quickly with Aaron, who isn't the easiest to build chemistry with, if we're being totally honest. So you look at, even Tom Brady, he leaves, changes conferences, goes down to Tampa. They weren't hot out the gates. They
That's
won
right.
all those. COVID was a thing as well. But they lost so many games, won 8 straight, and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They're not doing, Aaron Rodgers does not have that luxury in a no margin of error AFC East.
Which
He
is
just
why I'm
doesn't.
very curious to see if he plays even a little bit in the preseason to help push that along, because you don't play at game speed, with your new guys. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know preseason isn't regular season, but it's closer to game speed than practice.
You're right, though. They got their heads handed to them by the Vikings last year, opening day, and then the year before that,
I think it was the Saints.
It was the Saints 38-3 the year before that. So they've
They
stumbled.
didn't even
out
look
of
like
gate.
the same team.
Does it seem fragile in New York for the
Meaning
Jets?
fragile. Wow.
If they stumble,
Well,
It doesn't.
you know how New York works,
right? Well, that's what I'm saying. Or does Robert Saleh
You lived there long
I
enough.
lived,
You know.
I lived there for
Right.
12 years.
So if they do stumble, certainly there's going to be a firestorm. We all know that. Can Robert Saleh hold the ship together?
The fans will bail.
The fans will.
Well, that's what they do.
The fans will be worried by if week 3. They have a gauntlet. You guys have a gauntlet. Everyone
Yeah.
has a gauntlet in this division.
It's a rough
all good.
division.
So week 4, I think the Jets have cheap Sunday night football, and then they have to do the Bronco thing against Sean Payton with all this drama going on week 5.
Right.
If their record isn't great, then yes. It'll first be the fans, then it will be the media, then the fans. We're holding hands, skipping through down Broadway, those together, causing trouble. But I yesterday tried to poke holes in everyone and everything. You have to understand. I was there for 10 hours going,
Right.
oh, come on, like Rodgers can't, like what's going on? And I told him this to his face. I go, I tried, but no, the dipstick came back, clean out the engine, the oil, whatever. Like it was, everyone's vibe is, and the pressure wouldn't be the word that I used. They are excited. This team feels like they've deserved it. They've earned it after the Adam Gase, Sam Darnold. I mean, I could go on and on and on.
Okay.
years.
Right.
And they're just feeling a way where Coach Saleh is completely, and I believe this, on the same page as his quarterback
All right.
for now.
All right, fair
When
enough.
things go bad, of course, that's something that will be looked forward to, or at least by this fan base.
Okay, thanks as always for the time. Why don't you give a quick plug for
Thank
who we
you.
can expect to see from Bills camp on Up and Adams?
I got some NFL players, Josh Allen. Yeah, we got Steve Tasker on the show. What do you mean, yeah, right?
I am dropping by.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
You
I'm all about
You
it.
look really happy about
I
it.
cannot wait.
I'm
No.
so glad.
I-
you're
Wow.
joining me.
Steve, come on. Act a little excited, will you?
Okay, it's okay.
I'm on Up and
gonna-
Adams. Let's go.
Hey, thank you.
Let's go.
We've got Josh Allen. Can I get Diggs? I need to talk to Diggs. Probably won't. Gabe Davis, I believe, and Von Miller joining me live
Yes.
during the show.
In
Yeah.
short,
With
everybody's
Steve
standing in line to get
Yes.
on with Kay.
Hey, who am I? Mr. Kincaid. Is that my guy that I'm zeroing in on?
He's the story
Crushing
of
camp.
He's the story
Really?
of camp. Yep.
So we're gonna have what? 11
yeah,
sets
he ain't
out
no-
there?
it's no
He's-
joke.
We running 11 out there?
12.
12. That's what I meant. Sorry, 12.
Maybe.
Okay, 2 tight ends. sets
Well,
out
there'll
there.
be 11, but
Yeah.
12 too.
That's what I would like to see.
He's,
I'd like to see that other person emerge.
he's that good.
Yeah,
you-
Josh
you'll-
loves him.
He seems very nice.
Yeah. What should I ask Josh Allen?
That's a good question.
Okay.
There's nothing left to ask the guy. I mean, he's out there, right? He's
Have we asked him about his dating life?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
We
more.
haven't.
No, we don't
We have
usually
not.
go there.
Watch
but,
my
but
show.
you've got. Yeah.
I'll ask him. Up and Adams on
We have
FanDuel
not.
TV.
You've got a little more latitude, I think, on that.
And on YouTube at Up and Adams Show, the @ Up and Adams Show on YouTube. All the clips are there. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
FanDuel TV host Kay Adams joining us here at Bill's training camp.